Hi everyone, it's Kathy with Paper Phenomenon. I'm here today to show you how to create this street box. I've gotten a lot of requests on the how-tos for this box, so I'm going to demo that right now for you all. So let's get started. The key to creating this box is this little strip right here. See this little strip of paper with the little, I call them teeth? This is a 1.5 inch strip of paper. And what you do is that you score it at a 1/2 inch, you fold your score line, and you start creating these little triangle teeth. These little triangle teeth allow you to bend the paper in whatever fashion you like to form the box desired. So I've already got one started right here, and what I'm going to do is do a couple of little teeth with you so you can see how that's done, but it's very simple, ladies. And sorry that I'm doing this upside down, but I can't do it right side up so you guys can see it. So all you do is form a little triangle. Done, 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 done. For the box that I'm making today, you're going to need 4 of these strips. So you're going to need 4 strips at 1.5 inches, scored at a 1/2 inch, and then you're going to form these little triangle cuts with your scissors. I have a cut file for this, but I hate it. I'm going to tell you why I hate it. Because by the time the Cricut's done cutting all of these out, I have tons of triangles on my mat, and I have to get them off, and it just drives me nuts. So I'd rather just do it manually, and this is what it looks like when you do it manually. Here is, and I have a white piece of paper here so you can see it really well. I usually have things on a black background. Here is the bottom part of the box already done. Okay? And there's the bottom. So all you need is to cut out 2 shapes, the same exact size. I mean, you can make a round box, a heart box, any kind of box you want with this cutout technique. So I already started the bottom of the box. The bottom of every single box that you create, you're going to want to start to glue your side panels 1/8 of an inch in, as you can see here, okay? Because if you don't do that, you're not going to be able to close your box nicely, okay? So remember, bottom panel, you start 1/8 of an inch in with adhering your little side panels. For the top panel, I'm going to demonstrate how to do it. You're going to start gluing your side panels flushed with the shape, okay? This allows you to put this right over your box perfectly. So we're going to do that right now. For this heart shape, I find it easier to find your center, fold it in half, and you place it on your box. And remember, we're going to glue this flush to the shape, okay? So you find your center, you fold it in half, and you find the center point of your heart, and you start gluing. And of course, I use my trusty hot glue gun. And for this center part, I just put a little bit of glue forming the heart because I want to make sure that it's perfectly aligned so I can get that perfect close of the box when I want it. When you're gluing, ladies, remember to push away from you the side, because if you don't, what's going to happen is the glue is going to dry and the paper is going to be facing the wrong direction, okay? So you're always going to want to glue and push your paper away from you, okay? And I think I can move this white piece so I can get on the black side because it's shifting all over the place. So you started your box, and you see how I formed the heart shape already? So now the easy part starts. You start one side at a time. You make sure your teeth are facing in. You're going to want to apply glue as close to the edge as possible. Not too close, because what's going to happen is your glue is going to ooze out. But your paper, you're going to want to make sure you flush it to the edge of that shape. In this case, it's a heart, so that's what we're doing. See? And there we're forming our heart, ladies. There we are. You might get a couple little flyaways with the hot glue gun, but it's no big deal. Just pull them out. If you have a heat gun, you can apply some heat or a hair dryer to the little flyaways, and those will go away right away. Again, flush to the edge because this is the top of your box. Okay? And there it is. You got half of your box done already. And I don't know how long that took. So you're going to work the next side, apply your glue, Continue in following the shape of your box. We're doing the top side, so remember you're going to flush that to the edge of your shape. And there it is. There's half of your heart done already. So I don't know if I mentioned before, for this size boxes, I cut it at 5.5 inches. You're going to need 2 strips for each side. 2 strips for the bottom part, 2 strips for the top part. So get to cutting your little teeth marks on your 1.5 inch strips. It goes really, really fast. I mean, I don't mind doing it. Some people don't have a lot of time, so they're like, oh my god, I can't do that. But if you're willing to take the time to cut the strips, you can form any size box you like, or any shape box. This procedure applies to any shape you cut out with the Cricut. You can make anything into a box. So there's my little secret, ladies. That's how you make boxes. This thing right here. So for the second part, as you can see, we ran out of paper. You're going to do the same thing. You're going to find your center. You're going to fold it in half. And then you're going to be very precise here with this. Well, being that this is going to be so close together, I'm going to snip off one of these little triangles so it gives me a clean fold. So I cut that off, and see, it gives me a clean fold right there. You can see that. And this is obviously too big, so I eyeball it. If you don't feel comfortable eyeballing it, just put it against your box and just cut, okay? But I feel comfortable doing that, so that's what I'm going to do to give me, it'll enable me to manipulate the paper better if I just cut these long pieces off. So I eyeballed it, cut off the excess, and now you're going to start gluing again. You're going to apply your glue flush to the edge of the box. Ooh, and I got off there, but the glue gun, beauty of the glue gun is that it'll dry and you can peel it off. So make sure you're in your center right there. You're flush to the edge of the box. And that's it. That's all there is to it. You continue on one side until you get to the end. And you're done. You're going to want to glue the little flaps that are left over to the side to give you a nice clean finish. And you're going to repeat the same thing on the other side. And as you can see, I go through this pretty fast, so I'm pretty used to the hot glue gun, but it does get messy. Even after so long that I've been using it, it gets pretty messy for me as well, depending on what I'm working on. This one is one of those little messy ones. See all these flyaways? You just get rid of them. Once the glue dries, they're gone. So let me spin this around. Here's the heart, ladies. And that's what it looks like inside. These little teeth marks seem very unseemly and they're not very attractive. So if you cut your box at 5.5 inches, you're going to want to cut a mat in the same shape, 1/2 inch smaller. So you tuck that in there and it just covers that up and it gives you a nice finish. So I just apply glue to the inside of my box, and then I just put my heart in there and cover up those ugly teeth marks. And I think I cut it too small there. I'm not sure, quite sure, but you get the gist. You can put some tissue paper in there and cover that up for the gift. Oh, this is the cover. So there it is. That's what it looks like. Here's the bottom part. So this one's going to fit perfectly in there. I know why, because I put it 1/8 of an inch from the outer edge. So apply your glue and you're done. Make sure you get your heart in there perfectly. And that's what I'm doing now. And I probably got my head in the camera. Sorry about that. And there you go. There is your heart box. So if you did it right, it should close perfectly just like that. Okay? Bottom part, you're going to start your center panel, your side panels 1/8 of an inch in from the outer edge. Top panel, you're going to flush that with the edge of your shape, okay? And that'll allow you to close the bag. Just burn myself with the hot glue gun, ladies. I like to give the sides a finish. See, sometimes you're going to get glue there. I like to give the sides a nice finish with some ribbon. And you take your ribbon and all you do is go all the way around the edge and you give yourself a nice finished look, and you have yourself a really sweet little gift box. Okay? I have another project for you, but I have to do it on another video because I don't think I have enough time. So if you have any questions on how to assemble this cute little heart box, just email me or leave me a comment on my blog, www.paperphenomenon.blogspot.com. Thank you.